Jake, to make sure the tarp's ready. We'll check with the weather service by 5, and we'll make a decision then. Hey. What you doing here? Don't you have practice?
Not anymore, I quit.
Oh. Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know, I just don't see the point anymore.
So you didn't make the dress list. There are greater tragedies in the world.
I wanted to run out of that tunnel for my dad. To prove to everyone that I worked...
what?
That I was somebody.
Oh, you are so full of crap. You're 5 feet nothing, 100 and nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. And you hung in with the best college football team in the land for 2 years. And you're also gonna walk out of here with a degree from the University of Notre Dame. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen. Now go on back.
We ain't finished yet.
SenVStyle.com. SenVStyle.com. SenVStyle.com.
Hey everyone, guess is back. It's Kamish, back here with another draft preview. This time we got Danny and Billsy Bobs. A guy that I didn't really think was going to leave. He never ever had any intention that he said he was going to leave. Did I think he might leave? Oh yeah, of course. I mean, after last year it was tough, I'm sure. He spent a lot of those draft picks to try to stay alive was the intention. And now we got the new rules, so it's a tough spot to be in, but I appreciate him being here. There's no doubt about that. And, I think he can improve this year just like he did from year 1 to year 2. The team he took over in year 1 was just awful. He did get a lot better in year 2, so we'll see what happens here for year 4 for Danny. Coming in at a 12-27 career record, 4-9 last year, obviously. I think for Danny, the being optimistic, the strength of schedule is going to help. I look at the matchups. I think he's got a few teams there that he can compete with for sure. No doubt about that. And because for him, obviously, with the new rules, you're going to want to try to win that 5th place game, which is a possibility for sure. I mean, a lot of people think sometimes being in dead last in the first 2-3 weeks is a bad thing. Until somebody's running back or wide receiver or whatever goes down and they get a chance to, get that guy getting all the touches. So same could happen for Danny, no doubt about that. And, looking at the keepers, he's got some good ones. I mean, he's got Deshaun Watson. He's a great young phenom. Juju, the number 1 in Pittsburgh. Julian, the number 1 in New England. And then 2 running backs in Howard and Eckler, both in kind of supplementary roles or complementary roles, whatever you want to call it. But that's kind of the norm now for running backs. And then you got Luke Kuechly. As long as he can stay away from the concussions, can definitely have potential there for some big points. Looking at the picks, just so everyone's aware, so remember the rule is you could trade away 5 of your first 10 rounds. So when I look at Danny's team, I'm kind of talking down on Danny's team, but I mean right now he has 6 picks, and technically if you had to look at it that way, he traded 4 of his first 10 rounds. So I mean, even if somebody wants to trade 5 of their first 10 rounds, obviously the next year it's going to hurt them a lot. But I think with the rule change, it obviously helps them also try to win a game without being ridiculous about it and trading your first 14 rounds away, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, I think Danny, obviously he's going to go at it. He's got the 43rd pick as his first pick, round 3. Round 1 and 2 he doesn't have. Round 5 he doesn't have, or 7. Doesn't have a 15th round, and he has 14 picks in the last 9 rounds. So basically, almost half his picks in those last 9 rounds. Not really where you want to be. Those are going to be reserve spots. A lot of starter spots on defense, I'm sure. Maybe even on offense. So obviously going to be a challenge for Danny this year, but obviously if he listens to the motivational speech at the beginning, he might be able to Rudy some teams this year, and we'll just have to see if he can make that happen. But I think obviously the reality is it's a rebuild year, but get good enough to get into the consolation playoffs to at least have a chance at that first pick. That's what everyone should be striving for in a rebuild year.